We need an electricity source to check our fan motor. Patrick's garage. Here you see how should to hook these wires. Now, first one securing clips realized, and we go to the next one. And with simple coin or with nail we can get access to the fuses. And here, if you're interesting scheme of my fuses. And we are interesting about wires which goes to the heater motor. It should be yellow wire. We can just disconnect it to check our heater motor. In previous models here was just lead for fuses, and black wire it's ground, earth, and we connect it to the black ground. There is full push type switch for 2-speed, and you see scheme how we should hook this. Red number 1 and green number 2. These wires here. Yellow goes from plus. And we need extension wire to comfortably connect to checking it. Here will be ground wire, black. Even for temporarily, we connect these wires and hold them with electric tape without disregarding, so we don't want to spoil anything, and wrapping them with electrical tape. There is a reliable motor, and I haven't seen them break yet completely. The extension wire will be ported. It will be working only when ignition on. Now we get normal sound of working motor. On the high speed. you can see, it started to be noisy only after I shaked it a little bit. But in real life, it never walking upside down. So we can say that it works good enough. And that's good that we can using this switch with knob later type. This motor really good. It can be used in two different speeds without any electronic crap which correct our speed, which going to be hard to fix. And when something break in latest models, you got to buy an assembly. Now I have tentative plans to install it. I suppose it's a good enough condition. And the problem I see is that when I put it upside down, it make a little bit noisy. But when our motor starts noisy, like was with my 940 series, maybe a little bit later we can say goodbye the heater motor. And I prefer original motor than something nowadays Chinese made. Almost everything in this car is still original. Additional hot airways to the side windows, probably previous owner had it taken care of. But all the rest is still in pristine shape, I mean ventilation system. And a little bit higher should be speaker amplifier, but here is just simple radio. Can open this flap to get fresh air from the outside, though we don't want to open it now. And here is under the dashboard ways to hot air, which directs to the rear passenger row, but hot air not reach rear window like was in previous models in 60s, but motor with the same power. But when they designed this motor was intended also that it was supplying the hot air to the rear window. But now only special electrical heater for the rear window, common sight around modern cars. And without filters, it also will spit out the dust. There is our valve, which notorious leakage, hardly available spare parts kit for them. But now at least we are not going to recuperate this valve. Heater valve supplies hot water. Here you see detrimental effects from water which goes through the front window. And here is Amazon type heater. Without filter it sucks filings and dirt from the garage. But filter we can use only with air conditioning system. But I wouldn't put a paper filter for heater. It will be insanity. And here on this picture you see airways which supply the hot air to the rear window. This rear window without horizontal electrical lines to preheat it. And I personally prefer this option. More reliable. Strange, of course, why it noisy after we shaking